Hello, BTS Jungkook lovers, how are you today? Any heartwarming news for you to present today? Enough, mom. We were poor once. Jungkook's new house makes a scene. Because of this, mom, we were poor. Short sentences that sound simple, yet shake the emotions of anyone who reads them. And who would have thought? Those words did not come out of the mouth of a politician or a successful businessman, but from the mouth of a young singer whose new home is now predicted to be the most phenomenal residence in South Korea. Yes, who else but BTS's golden magne, Jungkook, that a moment of silence suddenly made headlines across the Asian media. Jungkook's new home, located in the elite Itaewon district, is not only grand, not just luxurious, not just classy, but holds an emotional outburst and a family secret story that has never been revealed to the public. Is this just a house? Or is it really a monument of a child's love for his mother? And why did the phrase, "enough, mom, we were poor," actually make the house a big news all over the country? When local journalists first photographed Jungkook's house from a distance, some thought it was a foreign embassy building. Tall, elegant, equipped with a private courtyard, Zen garden, meditation room, underground music studio, and even reportedly has a secret elevator that leads directly to his mother's private spa room. But that's not what made Korean and international netizens cry and shiver when they found out. There is something much greater than just architectural design. The value of love, sacrifice, and a history of poverty that a child seeks to leave behind for good. Jungkook, who is known as a very secretive man about his family, apparently harbors deep traumas from his childhood. All this time, fans only saw her perfectionist figure on stage, her incredible vocals, a body shaped with high discipline, and a friendly smile that seemed to never go out. But who knew that all that perfection was formed from pain, from night cries, from hunger that had to be hidden in order not to make his mother feel like a failure? One of his former neighbors in Busan, now interviewed by a local television station, revealed that Jungkook's family used to live very simply. His mother often went to the market at 5 a.m. just to buy discounted vegetables. Little Jungkook often waits on the side of the road because there is not enough money to ride the school bus. But he never complained. She was always smiling, like hiding everything for the sake of her mother. And now, after years of struggling on the world stage, Jungkook is standing tall on a land he never could have imagined. His own estate, his family's palace, the place where he says to his mother, "Mom, from today on, there will be no more creaking doors, no more leaking roofs, no more cold water in the winter, no more embarrassment when people ask, 'Where is your home?'" Surprisingly, the house is not just designed to be an ordinary residence. Inside, there is a secret room that can only be opened with his mother's fingerprint. The room, according to Korean media reports, is not a storage room for valuables, but a memory room. A place filled with hundreds of photos of Jungkook's childhood with his mother, old letters, even shopping discount vouchers that his mother still kept from 2007. On its walls is written one phrase that shakes the whole soul. "Because you survived, I can fly." Social media also exploded. "Enough, mom, we were poor" immediately became a world-trending topic on X, formerly Twitter, accompanied by hundreds of thousands of emotional comments from fans and non-fans. Many mothers said they cried when they read the story. One of the most viral comments read, "I have a son, and I hope one day he can tell me that, not because I want a mansion, but because I want to know that my struggle is rewarded." Even a professor from Seoul University wrote an open opinion on this phenomenon, calling it the highest form of success of Asian family culture that glorifies motherhood. However, as always, not all parties welcomed this story happily. Others said Jungkook was flaunting his wealth and setting too high a standard for parents. Some social activists question, is building luxury homes the only way to repay mothers? The controversy was further heated when one of HYBE's former executives anonymously stated that the house had actually been planned since 2019, but Jungkook deliberately postponed it because he wanted to save himself without the company's interference. He wanted the house purely out of his own money, not management's money, the executive said. Even more surprising, there is one part of the house that apparently should not be entered by anyone, including BTS members. The room was called the Mother's Silence Room. The design is like a small temple, with classic wooden ornaments, the ever-burning scent of lavender, and a massage chair customized directly from Japan. Inside is just one small LED screen that each morning displays a different sentence from Jungkook to his mother. Since this news spread, fans from different countries have admitted that they want to create a similar room for their mother. A new trend has emerged on TikTok, the Mother Room Challenge. But of all the amazing elements, there is one part of the house that leaves the public speechless. The basement floor that is transformed into a traditional Korean kitchen, just like the old kitchen of the Jungkook family in Busan. It was there that her mother cooked every morning, not because she still wanted to work, but because she felt close to the past. When a reporter asked her why she still cooks for herself when she already has dozens of personal staff, her mother replied with a sentence that shook the internet again. "I don't want to forget what it was like to feed my son with my own hands, when we only had one bowl of rice." Up to this point, people began to ask, is this house just a symbol of a child's love for his mother? Or is this a form of therapy for Jungkook, who has been harboring deep wounds from poverty? Some psychology experts even argue that building a house like this is Jungkook's healing effort that has long been never discussed publicly. He never really talked about his childhood, but he embodied it in the form of a house, says one of the famous psychologists of South Korea. And who would have thought, behind all his achievements, worldwide songs, award after award, global record-breaking, collaborations with big Hollywood names, Jungkook's happiest moment was when he saw his mother sitting in the living room without anxiety. He always slept hugging the bag, even when we were already quite capable. She was traumatized by losing everything. Now, I want him to sleep without thinking about anything, not even his wallet. Jungkook said in a special interview that aired for only 3 minutes but sparked tears in millions of viewers. Jungkook is not building a house. They are building new memories. It does not show wealth. It's closing the wound. He is not returning the favor. He is showing the world that a child's love for a mother can transform pain into the most beautiful place in the world. So when the world asks, what exactly is the reason for Jungkook's house being touted as a national phenomenon? The answer is only one. Because the house was not built with money, but with tears, memories, and love. A house that will never be rebuilt by any architect in the world. Because its foundation is not cement and steel, but the prayer of a mother and the determination of a son who does not want to see his mother live in fear of poverty. So when Jungkook says, "Enough, Mom. We were poor once," it's not just a sentence. It was the highest declaration, promise, and tribute to the figure that brought him so far. Not a Grammy Award, not an international collaboration, not a sold-out concert ticket, but the safety and comfort of the mother. That's the true trophy in a Jungkook's life.